Hi, I'm Pat Kenny, joined here by Scott Paddock, president of Chicagoland Speedway and Route 66 Raceway. Thanks for joining us on the first of several Q&A sessions we're going to have here over Ustream. Scott, how are we doing tonight?
Doing great, Pat.
All right, well, thanks for sticking with us, guys. Scott, could you just get us started by telling us a little bit about what we can expect to see this year out at Route 66 Raceway and Chicagoland Speedway?
Well, we're in for an exciting year. It's hard to believe it's actually the 15th anniversary for Route 66 Raceway. So, in our upcoming NHRA National event next weekend, June 27th through the 30th, we have got a whole host of activity. Friday night is going to be themed Friday Night on Fire, and we're going to have the Jet Cars culminate a great show at the end of the night, and then an all-star Saturday night. So we'll really bring that 15th anniversary celebration to life. And then Championship Sunday, obviously, with a pre-race track walk. And we got some exciting news that's coming out about our honorary starter, a great Chicago icon, if you will, and we're looking forward to announcing that. And then on the Chicagoland Speedway side, we've got, again, 2 summer weekends of exciting NASCAR action, kicking off on July 19th through 21st with a Rally Rock and Race weekend. Going to have a vintage car show combined with a lot of rock and roll music and the STP 300. So a lot of fun. We've got the Traxxas Torque event going on the dirt track that Friday and Saturday evening. So just a great lineup in that July weekend. And then for the 3rd year in a row, we're privileged to once again host the kickoff race in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup. And anytime you can host the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series at your venue, that's incredibly exciting. But when you're honored and designated to host the kickoff race in the chase, the start of the playoffs for one of the most watched and followed sports in America, that's a huge privilege. So 2 great weekends of racing action, summer weekends of racing action with Chicagoland Speedway.
Yeah. All right, we've got some questions from you, the fans, so we'll get started here. Katie wants to know, what are some of the exciting things we have planned for this year's NHRA event next weekend out here at Route 66 Raceway?
Well, I touched upon a little bit with our 15th anniversary celebration, 2 nights of nitro, 2 nights of night qualifying. And if you haven't seen those jet cars and top fuel dragsters under the lights, you're missing out on it. So really just the pageantry. We're rebranding Route 66 to invoke all the historic and nostalgia themes and imagery of the Mother Road, historic Route 66. So a lot of new things for our fans to see in terms of pageantry and those kind of elements. And then just again the Friday Night on Fire with those jet cars and All-Star Saturday night. So really excited about it. What's shaping up to be a great weekend.
Absolutely. This question is from Frank. He wants to know, what can he see in the pits if every ticket is a pit pass for the NHRA event?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, this sport has always been uniquely defined by its access, and that moniker is really true. Every ticket is a pit pass, and so when you take a break from the action on the racetrack, you can literally walk a few feet into the pit area and watch the world's best mechanics and engineers literally break apart a funny car or a top fuel dragster or a pro stock car, pro bike, and literally rebuild those engines to get ready for the next qualifying pass. So literally you've got a front row seat to be in that pit area watching those mechanics do their work. And so, and then we've got Nitro Rally, just a great fan interactive display area. It's an electric atmosphere.
All right, Brittany's up next. She's coming out this next weekend and looking for a favorite NHRA driver. Who should she be rooting for?
Well, with the name Brittany, I think it's a natural that she should be pulling for Brittany Force. So certainly you talk about legends in the sport. John Force is one of the premier, I think 15 NHRA Funny Car Championships. And Brittany, his younger daughter now, making a foray into NHRA racing along with Courtney. And both Courtney and Brittany will be featured at our Nationals weekend. But Brittany, I think you should go for Brittany Force. That's a perfect connection for you.
All right. Bill is new to the area and wants to know why you should check out a Team Demolition Derby for the first time.
Wow, I tell you, the Demolition Derbies are one of my favorite events here, and it's really a family-focused event, and it's got a lot of great history behind it from the days of racing. All throughout the Chicagoland area, Santa Fe Speedway, and then coming over here to Route 66. So it's just a fun atmosphere. We've got different theme nights, and I think this upcoming Saturday is the Rex and Rock weekend, so we're going to have a lot of good rock and roll music and a lot of different pageantry. But fans come out, the gates open at 4 o'clock. Fans come out, they tailgate, they're playing bags. It's just a fun atmosphere. And then the show starts about 7:15 at night. And just watching those cars, it's a neat concept with the team concept. So you have eight teams, 4 cars on each team in each session competing to see which of those cars can complete 5 laps before the others try and take them out. So, I mean, there's really nothing like it. This is Americana at its best. So it's a great family entertainment.
All right, our next question is from Tom. This will be Tom's first NHRA event, and he wants to know, what do you personally like about NHRA?
You know, we talked about the access, but I think the other unique way to define the NHRA is really it's a full body sensory experience. I don't know any other sport that really interacts with and touches all five of the human senses. When you're talking about the sights, the sounds, the smell, even the taste of the burnt rubber that you can sense in the air. I mean, literally, it will shake you to the core. Again, it's a full body sensory experience. And again, when you talk about 2 nights of nitro and watching those top fuel dragsters and those funny cars, the funny cars on the track, there's really nothing quite like it. This is a sport that you can't replicate watching in your living room on the couch. You have to be there to take in the whole emotional experience that comes with NHRA drag racing.
Great, great. And let's see here. We've got another one. This is from Tony. Tony would like to know, what is the new indoor seating option at NHRA?
Yeah, well, we've got something for everyone. I mean, we've got certainly, there's general admission seating, there's restricted access reserve seating. We've got rooftop seating where you're under a shaded canopy. We introduced something new this year called Club 66, which is an indoor club experience, complete with food and beverage. And then there's also an indoor seating for those fans that just want to take a break and get inside and watch the racing action from the comforts of an air-conditioned suite. No food and beverage commitment there. They're free to roam around and enjoy all the many beverages and food options we offer. But that indoor club seating in Club 66 is new this year, so we've got something for everyone.
All right, well, guys, thanks for joining us. That's all the questions for this time, but we'll be back every month with Scott Paddock, and make sure you get your questions in on Twitter and Facebook for us. So we'll see you in July before the Rally Rock and Race weekend over at Chicagoland Speedway. Take care.
Thanks for joining us.